Thanks so much for being here with me on your afternoon power hour. My name is Dwyer. I'm a 15-star Diamond 2 coach. I've been a coach for over 14 years, and I always love sharing a little bit of time with you every other week to be able to do some business growth. So today we are going to be focusing on some real strong strategies. Number one priority that we're going to be focusing on will be follow-up. Yes, follow-up. And if you're fairly new and you're like, well, I just joined yesterday, I don't have any invites out, I haven't even asked anyone to do anything, no worries, because we're going to be doing that too. I'll give you multiple options of what to do depending on what stage of your growth in your business that you're in. We are in our final weekish of the month, and I'll be very quite honest and say this has been a struggling month. It's been much harder to, in my opinion, have people move forward and make a decision. And I don't think it's just me, because I also have had this conversation with other coaches as well. Don't give up. Again, my goals are not goals. My monthlies are no matter what. No matter what, I will end the month with my Achieve Success Club 10. I will, no matter what, achieve that. And I hope that, oh, good. Thanks, Deanna. I hope that you set a different mindset for yourself as you're growing your coaching business, that you don't let yourself off the hook. I mean, if this is really that important for you to make a difference, I mean, your difference is different than my difference. You know, when I first started, the reason I was like putting all the hours in, I mean, I had pregnancy insomnia. I was pregnant at the time. And every split second, like when you're starting something, your brain can't stop thinking about it. You're so pumped about it. We want to keep that positive energy. You want to keep that excitement, because that's what's going to attract people. And it will be up to you and how you talk. And we will hopefully, if I remember, talk about how you're talking. Okay. But I remember just really putting it out there. And my goal in the beginning was, I need to make money. It wasn't that at all. It wasn't. It wasn't, I need to get these awards. It wasn't that at all. Honestly, the very first reason why I joined, because I finally saw, and by the way, I was a no. So raise your hands if you were a no. Let me see. Where do we go? Am I sharing this? I think I am. Yes. Okay. Raise your hand if you were a no. Raise your hand. Now I see you. Yeah. Okay. So some of you all aren't raising your hand, and maybe because you got your camera off, but just remember, the majority of us push back and buy time to check this out, or it's maybe not the right time in our life for it. It was not for me, because I thought it was dumb. I was like, why does someone want to pay a monthly fee to get supplements? I can just go to GNC. Quite honestly, with my gold card. And it wasn't a year later until I decided I saw a different picture. It was because someone else told me what I would, not what I would do with it, but just go check it out. So consider this when you are talking to people. Remember this. This is really, really important. Don't tell someone what they're going to do with being a coach. Don't tell someone how they are going to coach. You will talk them right out of even signing up. Okay. So that person who talked to me and told me what I would do if I sign up as a coach, I bet they're shooting themselves in the foot, right? Because I said no to them. I said no to them. So when you're talking to someone, remember, your goal is not to teach them the movie. You're not the one that's going to act out all the parts. Your goal is that sizzle reel, the trailer. You're basically teasing them to what is possible and maybe up their alley and their problem and their goals or whatever. Okay. So make sure you got your lists out, because we got a lot to do, especially today. We are going to put a lot more emphasis on launching. So you've got another new program that's launching. Thankfully, for the first time ever, I'm 14 years old as a coach, and I finally was in a test group. I don't know how. I think Andrew had a little help in it, because I thankfully was on stage with her at Super Workout. And then right after, I got an invite to be part of her test group. I was like, thank you if you had a hand in that, because I've never had that invite ever. Or maybe it was your Beachbody realizing they effed up and never sent me an invite over 14 years of achieving everything that you could achieve. I don't know. But I've got some good insight from doing the entire program for 3 weeks straight, as well as on September 30th, in the Champions Facebook group, Keyshawn is setting me up to do a launch strategy training in there. So make sure you put that on your calendar. I'm going to share with you some of the strategies and tips that we're going to do. So today will be a heavy focus on lead generation, follow-up, and invites. Okay. End of the month. It's important. Let's get going. Again, I got a bunch of slides here that I cannot share with you because it's a ton of slides that we don't use. Okay. So if you see something you like, take a screenshot of it. Most importantly, I always make sure that you understand, especially if you're fairly new, this is important for you to know that you don't send someone off to one video. You have to have a couple options, at least two. And my advice always is to have a short, quick informational video about coaching. I don't know if we have one for being a preferred customer yet. Do we? If you guys know if there's a preferred customer info video, put it in the chat. I actually did create a reel for it the other day, and I did break the rules in my reel. I said the word Beachbody, but I was like, I'm just going to create this one, tell the benefits of what being a preferred customer is, because again, I'm looking to really fill my needs of helping other people as well as achieving my own goals. So I put it out there, it'll live, you know? So have a shorter video and a longer video that you can direct people to that talk about what coaching's about. And I've got the links here, and I will post the links here in the chat as well. And my advice always is when someone says, yeah, I'll look at coaching, I always say, do you want me to send a short video or do you want the longer, more detailed video? And I leave it up to them. Then I send the link. And if by chance you want to send people to a live presentation, let's see who's running our live presentation next. This is open for anybody to use. Just go to platinumpresenters.com and click on that left side, and let's see what coach is running it next. What month are we? Jackie. So Jackie Woodfin, she's a 5-star diamond coach with me. She's a Legacy Club member. On October 6th, she is going to be running the live presentation talking about what coaching is about. So if you want to send anybody to it, you go to platinumpresenters.com and click on that button and enter their info so that they can get the email link. Finally, before we get going in our first bit of activity, check your bio. Again, if you're fairly new, or if you've been here before, you've heard me say this before, but what's most important is that you do not scare away the people that don't know you yet. Okay, so think of this. Everything that you're posting out on social media is not specifically for the people that already know you. It's not. The kind of content that you're putting out there is to attract someone who just stumbled across your page and is trying to decide if you are someone they should follow. Does that make sense? So first impressions are so important. They are judging you by this picture right here and these words right here. And then those pretty much first 6 to 9 titles that are on your Instagram. Or if you're on your Facebook, here's another big tip. Make sure you have turned off that your friends cannot post on your timeline. I don't know if you've ever gone to anyone's timeline, like a Facebook page, and you have to scroll to find out, oh, it's my birthday. It's not today, but the time is 12:11 and that's my birthday. Do you ever do that? Look at your angel numbers. Well, it's my birthday. Hi, Mom. Okay, so scrolling the Facebook and you see all these like weird posts and tags and pictures, and it's not even the person that owns the page. You own the page. You got to control the content that's being posted on your page. And if your page is the front window to your store and you allowed all these randos to come and put their flyers on your windows, people are going to be distracted and not know what your store is. So make sure on your Facebook and on your Instagram, it is your content, as well as you do not have those words Beachbody. Like I said earlier, I broke the rules. One time I said Beachbody in my reel. You do not want to say Beachbody like this poor person that has no clue that they just put Beachbody's website URL and not her own. This is not you. Do not do this. Here's some examples of some good ones. Again, Jackie Woodfin is one of my top coaches. She's also a doula. Here's what she's telling people she does. Now you might be like, well, that's not even about Beachbody coaching. Correct. Remember, you don't, now just because you're a coach doesn't mean that's all you are. You still are you in whatever other capacities you've built. And for instance, my other friend, Mindy Lawhorn, she has other companies. One's called Bible Babes. And she has been criticized for using her faith and speaking in Christian platforms of talking about coaching or fitness or health. And her role, her mindset, and I agree, is these are vehicles. So in her coaching and fitness platform, that's a vehicle to get closer so she can talk to people about faith. And the opposite, just because someone's a Christian doesn't mean they're not interested in health and fitness. So see, so your interests, your professions are not off to the wayside now because now you want to plaster being a Beachbody coach. And also my friend Natalie Jill, she is helps in multiple ways in health and fitness. But here's again one of her lines. And the reason why I share these lines is because your bio should follow this formula. I help who with what so they can see. Simply. So when someone's coming to your page, they know who you are and what you're going to offer. All right, so let's get moving. Let's do a first warming up activity. And again, we like to always start with this one. You've got two options, up to you which one. I'll give you a warm-up activity. You've got this one right here, which is, let's just go engage. Just go on other people's content and send private messages, ask questions, comment, like, add, but don't say anything relative to Beachbody. Just talk about that person, okay? There's that one option. Or your second option is to start doing a little bit of homework or lead generation. Start looking online and following people, maybe authors, books you like, personalities, professional influencers, educators, people in your own profession, or places that you've gone or that you want to go. Like we just went to Jackson, is it Jackson Hole or is it just Jackson, Wyoming? I don't know. I've heard it both ways. We just went there. So maybe I'll now do some hashtag searches on people who go there. And that might be my person, or products that you use, like a certain blow dryer you love, or a store or company or whatever that you use. Start doing some hashtag searches and start following those people and maybe commenting on their stuff. So that's your warm-up exercise. All right, let's move into, again, one of the most important activities that we do, which is following up. So if you have never invited anyone to be a part of anything, then what you can still do is the connection activity that we just did, or the lead generating activity that we just did, searching out to follow new people that are like you and starting a conversation with them. You can continue to do that to start to build kind of your legs in that direction as well. But we need to work on follow-ups. So what we're going to focus on is go to your list, the people that you have sent out an invite to before, or you've asked them to join your challenge group before, or you've asked them about coaching, whatever it is. Some people that you've already talked to about it, and you thought, oh yeah, they're going for it. They're going to join me. And then you're like, where'd they go? Well, remember, ghosting is not really a thing. It can be a thing, but if you take it as ghosting, then you're setting yourself up for failure. Most of the time, especially if you're not very good with the emails or the texts or the DMs or whatever that you send out, if you talk too much, you can talk someone out of deciding or even reading your message. To give you a quick example, I sit down on my computer, I've got massive ADD, that I will do something, I will leave. I will do something, I will leave. And if I get an email from someone and I open it, and then all of a sudden the email is long, immediately in my mind, I go, oh, and I close it. And then I resave it as an unread message. And then I hope I remember to pull it back up when I have time to read it. So think simpler. Keep it simple. Your message to someone might have been one of those long ones where they just didn't have time to respond or really process it. Or maybe they were going out of town that weekend. Because I know, again, when you're going out of town, like you're in prep mode, you're not in, hey, let's do this stuff mode. So don't always look at it as, oh, they don't want to be a part of it and they're avoiding me now in the grocery store. Not that at all. Let's change your mindset towards this relationship. And let's just think about it as maybe they were just so busy. Maybe they're just getting ready for something, or it's kid time or birthday time. Like this is usually my busy time of year because it's my daughter's birthday coming up, like stuff like that. So think about that. Here's some ideas of what you could say to them, but also one of the tips, and you can see it how I wrote it here, is blame yourself for them not responding. Does that make sense? You want to blame yourself. Like, I don't know if I missed an email from you since I had some issues with my email lately, so I'm just following back. That's an easy way for you to touch base with someone where it's not their fault. The 4 words I hate the most is someone saying, I know you're busy. Don't use those words. Okay, so let's wrap up that activity. And I answered a question in there. How do you respond to someone with doing this through text and now they're ghosting you? Ghosting, again, we use that as a loose term. My advice always is don't overthink your conversations. Always look at it as, what would you say to a friend? You know, like I responded, said, you can always blame yourself and saying, oh, my kid grabbed my phone and cleared the messages, or I was away this weekend, just wanted to touch base with you, or another week has passed. I want to see if you're ready to get going in my October group. You know, like you don't, again, have to tell them they're busy or I know you read this or any of that stuff. Don't ever tell them that they're in the wrong, because I don't want to work with you if you're in the telling me I'm bad. So think about it that way. Okay. And I'm on a group text. And so all the text messages are coming through. Entertaining for you all. Okay, so let's move into an invite tech strategy. Bing. Let's see. Let me get to it. And then we're going to move into our XB, Sweat and Sculpt content. See which one is going to be good for you. Here we go. So we're going to now move into inviting. So you did a good, strong follow-up technique, which we may come back to at the end of our training, because I don't want to miss doing the XB stuff. Last time I said I was going to do it and we didn't. So let's do an invite. So we just did a good follow-up strategy. You can keep doing that if you want. Or now let's go invite. Here's my advice. We are near the end of the month. You need to invite to your warmer circle. Stop going out to a hashtag of a person you just found today and going inviting them. That strategy is probably not going to work for you for this month, maybe not next month, maybe the month after, who knows? Usually these relationships need to be developed, and that's what you should be looking at it as, is it is a relationship. It's not who can I get as a customer so I can make a success club point. It's not. It's about how can I help someone move towards their goals as I'm working towards mine. It's a group effort deal. So let's look at it that way, as you will have greater success with inviting if you go to your list. The list of names of people that you wrote down from a memory jogger. And if you haven't done a memory jogger in a while, I would suggest you redo it, because your brain is in a different stage now than it was maybe months ago or a year ago, or whenever you last did it. You're in a different stage of relationships, confidence, and really business growth. Think of it that way. So redo it. All right. But I want you to go to that list. Now, don't think it has to be someone you exactly know. So don't think, I got to go talk to my cousin and ask them to be a part of this challenge group. And I know they're not going to want to, or I got to go through my high school friends list and start asking that. It's not that. It's not always that. Remember, it's always talking out to your circle of influence, but also their circle of influence too. So if you have someone that's already in your challenge group, maybe reach out to that person and ask, hey, do you know anyone else that wants to do our next challenge? Can you share their info with me? And I would love to chat with them. We could do a 3-way call. That's one strategy. Start thinking about your coworkers or other contacts and saying, hey, you go to the gym. Don't you work with a personal trainer? What's their name? And you can just get their name. They don't know that you're going to be reaching out to that person and saying, hey, yeah, I'm friends with Sue here at work, and I know she trains with you. And she's always telling me how great you are, blah, blah, blah. And I wanted to reach out to you to see if this might be something you're interested in, or if you've ever considered it. So start thinking about that outside circle. Let's do some strong invites from your list. Okay, so wrap up that activity, put a pin in it so you can keep doing it. All right, before we go into XB Sweat and Sculpt, lead generation, how to launch it, how to move people towards asking you more about it. Let me first put on this table, so if you're paying attention in regards to the new bod body package and how to take advantage of that, first of all, throughout September. I kind of wonder if Beachbody sees that September is a harder month for everyone because them letting this promotion be extended out to existing preferred customers and coaches. So this is important for you to know. Remember, it's always harder to get a new customer than it is to work with existing customers, preferred customers, or coaches. Okay, so always remember, go to the people you already have, because that will be your path to move forward with your goals. So I've had so far a couple conversations with existing preferred, with a preferred customer, and then also a customer who's been with me for a while that wanted to take advantage of this new discounted bundle of getting bod and body together. And then the other option of adding on a nutritional supplement. Okay. I spent all day yesterday, I think, doing the work for coaches, because the problem was that it's not easy to get this person to upgrade. I was asking, we're in a superstar thread, and I was asking everybody in there, how does someone do it? I've got a preferred customer who currently has bod, who currently has body, who currently has Shakeology, but they just want to now get the cheaper rate altogether. How do they do it? Crickets. And I'm like, maybe I'm just asking a question that they've already talked about. I don't know. The truth is I don't think people knew. So I spent all day yesterday with Coach Relations figuring it out. I tell you, I don't know why they make it so hard, but remember this. I always want you guys to know, remember, it's not your company. It's Carl's company. And the company is always going to tell you what to say. And you don't want to say that because, again, they own the company. They're a marketer. They're going to want you to fill your feed with their language and their product logo. Don't. This is your brand. And the same thing goes with whenever something new and shiny comes out, it's a distractor. They want you to switch gears and focus on this. Remember, focus on what's most important in your goals and what you're working on now. So now this new promotion came out. And again, I was trying to help people through it. Write this down so that it makes sense for you when you're in the position to talk to your existing coaches or preferred customers or any new person. Here's how you do it. Okay. I'll give you the example of someone who was like myself. I'm a coach, I have bod, and I pay monthly for body. How do I now get the cheaper rate together? Here's what I needed to do, which, by the way, I canceled both my bod and body yesterday with one easy, quick sweep without even trying. And I flipped out because when I clicked on the upgrade button, when I was logged in on my subscriptions, it brought up a banner window that told me, if you want this, do that. And if you want that, do that. Well, I clicked on this and it was trying to get me to buy more Shakeology. And I was like, well, I don't need more Shakeology. So I clicked on the other button that said that. And guess what happened? A green banner flashed on the screen and said, cancel. And then it went away. And I'm like, what just happened? I canceled my bod and body with a one sweep. I had no idea. Here's what you do. So if you're like me, you have bod and you pay for body. All you need to do is cancel only the body. Then go back into your subscriptions and you're going to see an option there that says upgrade to body. Click that. And then it will add on to the discount bundle rate and it will prorate any bod or whatever that you've already kind of paid for. Okay. So like mine in total was 162 because I must have been up for my renewals or something. So that's how you'll do it if you're someone like me. Now, if you're someone who just has bod and you want to add on body, just go to your subscriptions, click on upgrade to body. Done. Okay. So now say you're someone who was like my preferred customer. She had bod, body, Shakeology, and she wants to get the TSP that has all of that for $219. and use the $20 coupon code. Remember that. Okay, so it brings it down to $199. What does she need to do? Cancel it all. Cancel it all. And then get the package. I know. Why is this so hard? It is what it is. It is so hard, Michelle. Like, I tell you, I spent the entire day controlling my tongue, because I don't know if this has ever happened to you, where you contact coach relations and you tell them exactly what the problem is, and they come back with a solution that is not even relative to the problem. Like, that was what was happening. I'm like, all right, let's go into XP Sweat and Sculpt. You're welcome, Deanna. Thanks so much. All right, let's go. If you have more questions, please put them in there. I hope, Alex, I just hope it is plain and simple. Let's do this. Okay. So again, on September 30th, I'm going to be doing a training in the Beachbody Champions page, giving you multiple steps. I haven't decided exactly how many steps. I'm going to tell you how to take advantage of this pre-launch of XP Sweat and Sculpt, as well as how do you handle it after launching as well. Okay, so first things first, here's what I'm going to suggest you do. Again, your job as a coach is to do the legwork for everyone else. So you need to be knowledgeable. That's the reason why we're coaches. We're not coaches because we're experts in nutrition or fitness or workouts. And we're not coaches because we've now made it and our bodies are athletic beasts. We're not those coaches. We're coaches because we want to lead a healthier life, and we want to arm ourselves with all the tools and resources and people around us to commit to it and to keep it, right? Really, that's it. And to help other people. That's my opinion of it all. But your job as a coach is to do this legwork for them. So I felt so bad for my preferred customer yesterday, where she contacted me asking me to upgrade and asking me how to do it. And I'm back and forth going, I don't know, I just canceled my butt. I'm figuring it. I told her, don't worry, we'll figure it out. And I figured it out so you could do that. Your job is to know what to do and where to find things. That's your job. So you can help other people faster. That's it. You don't have to be the expert. So get to know Andrea. Find out more about her. Because, I mean, first, I'll tell you my opinion. I love her. I love her. Like, seriously, upon meeting her for the first time, I was like, ah. And to be quite honest, and again, I am very jaded because Chalene Johnson is, you know, one of my closest friends, but also I worked with her since 2000. And I see a comparison of the two. Super smart, business minded. So don't look at her only as a fitness super trainer. Please start to get to know her business, because she's ridiculously smart. She says a lot of the great language we need to say. So pay attention to her history of what she's done with her company before Beachbody, because that will help you to be able to talk better about this. I don't know if that said it right. Research the program in details, of course, and research the problem that someone might be facing and why this program is best for them. So this is your homework, okay? Here's some things that you want to do to get prepared. Now, I created it, but I'll be guilty and say that I didn't finish it. I created a Facebook group, which I'm going to use, and you do whatever you want, as an informational catch-all group. So for whenever we have any product launch, or just pick a product of the week, and let's talk about that product, like Energize. I love talking about Energize and the science side of Energize, or the science side of Shakeology. So let's just do that. So open up an informational group. That's where you can put the trailer, the sizzle reel. That's where you can maybe put a link to the free workout, the sample workout in there. That's where you can share some of the testimonials. That's where you can share some before and afters of people who've been in this program. That the test program that I was in was not the only time that they've done this test group. They've done it before with OpenFit people. And don't go there, because it's a big can of worms where people will attack you if you talk about it now. I was attacked. I was like, I had no idea. So open up a group and start putting people in there. Just say, hey, there's no stress or anything. Put people in there. But you want to share this free workout in the group, but also you could share it on your Instagram page. Don't do this. Don't just send out the link. Your goal is always an email address. You need to collect an email address. And if you do not have a sign up form right here is where I'm telling you to do it, you need to create one. Okay. Because this has to live for you. Here's mine. Okay. I just change this every time it's a new program. This is the same form, same link. And when a new program is coming out, this changes. And I ask people this information. And then guess what? They fill it out and they get an auto email set up by Google. It's all free. That sends them a PDF that I have created. Go create your own. Go in your bod and grab the URL for all the free workouts and just put them in this PDF. And then when you're on social media, so here's my Instagram. Remember, links in your Instagram bio is not your Beachbody link. Put your Google form link there or create a link tree. See this little URL right here? That's free. I don't use the paid version. I just use the free version. And you can create little buttons. So, oh, do you want information about coaching? Here you go. If you want information about my fit club, here you go. If you want, this is my other business that we started in the pandemic, virtual group fitness instructors teaching online called Group Fitness Live, if you want to check it out. I got to change it. It's no longer 17 free on-demand workouts here. And I put the little Beachbody logo. I like that you got the pictures, but you need to have a sign-up form. You need to collect email addresses before you give any of the goods. Always remember that and keep it simple. Just keep it free. Go to Google Drive. It's all free. Here's another idea of what you can do. Do a live Zoom workout. Everybody doing the sample workout together at this time, at that time, but you only do it with those that are in your Facebook group. It's important for you to put them in a Facebook group. Why? Not because it's just a barrel of people all collectively in one area, but that also works for you in the algorithm, okay? Because now you've connected more of the companies, Facebook and Instagram or whatever. They say, oh, you guys, you actually do know each other and you want to talk to each other. So let me show you more of each other's stuff. Okay, that's important. So here's this. Take a screenshot if you need. Michelle says it's okay to have a Beachbody logo on the link tree. That's up to you. You decide what you want to do. I put it there because it's in my link tree. It's not on my bio, right? Like it didn't immediately say, I'm a Beachbody coach. Okay. And by the way, I'm not perfect with what I say. I'm always tweaking and changing it, trying to find the right way to say who I am, what I do, and who I help. Okay. I'm always trying to help with that. So you got your screenshot. Let's move on. Here's something to think about. I stole this from one of Shalene Johnson's trainings that she has done. And this is important for you to know when you're talking to people. They're not going to buy because it's a new workout. They're not going to buy because it has ankle weights. Although I do love them. They're not going to buy because Andrea has a beautiful smile and long blonde hair. They're not going to. They're not going to buy because they're 30-minute workouts. That's not why they're going to buy. Because think about it. Beachbody constantly has something new. Remember, I talked about it. They will always distract you with another new shiny thing for you to drop everything and promote. So you need to focus on, first of all, what's important to you, but what's important to the people that you want to help. And here's the reasons why people will buy: to save time, save or make money, to avoid pain or loss, to transform or improve, or to feel good. So start thinking about the language you're going to choose that's going to be around that. So I'm going to keep going. We're going to just take screenshots so you can work on this later. Okay. Got it. Jade says she's extremely knowledgeable in form as well as in the test group. Hey, you know what? Here's something else that I've learned about Andrea and getting to know her. I joke with her because I don't know if you watch her stories, but I mean, she just moved from New York City to Dallas, Texas. Hey, and she moved her family. And then in the mix of it all, she had to travel back to like Michigan for something else. And then she had to travel back to New York for other work. And now she's traveling out to California to film body live workouts and stuff. Like she's massively busy all over with so many things, but she still responds to story. Like she's watching my story and sending me a DM. Like, huh? What? And I'm also in another Facebook group that is for her programs. And she is so interactive in there. She really knows people and she really loves to get to know them as well and to support them. She is seriously a ray of sunshine that I feel we really need. I feel we really do. A lot because of her business sense, not because she's a great workout person. Seriously, I'm telling you guys, she's really smart business, really smart business. Take a screenshot of this. So here's some questions, and I kind of grabbed some of these off of being done with the XB Sweat and Sculpt test group that the company has shared. Here's something to think about when you are doing your stories and say you just did do the free sample workout. Instead of saying, oh my gosh, I just did a free sample workout of this new program. It's exciting. It's only 30 minutes. And oh, we have leg weights and she's so high energy and stuff. Let's think about the problem. Remember, research the problem, who you're talking to. So let's start answering more of these questions when you are talking. Like, why'd you decide to start this program? You know, quite honestly, this isn't my program. Normally, it's a good change of pace for me because for me, again, I'm a fitness professional over 30 years. My body best responds to weightlifting. I would think lift more is more for me because that's how I typically will train. But this program, why would I say that then? I would say, and I've actually said this, is that this program will change the focus of someone who's trained one certain way and really kind of makes you recenter. So it works a lot more of your balance, your stability, your core, and those fine stabilizer muscles. And that's really truthfully for me. So think about these questions when you're talking about it. And again, it's not about the features, it's about the benefits. And if you don't have something to say about you, then use another person's story. And don't say that's your story. Just say, I was just on this training and the coach that I was with said the reason that this program was good, different than what she normally trained, is because blah, blah, blah. See? So use the stories, even if they're not your own success or your own personal story. Screenshot, got it, done. I agree, Jade. I agree. All right, moving on because we got to finish. Okay, what to say. So again, here's some more things of what else to say. Take a screenshot. Speak to the problem, the thoughts that's running through their head. Again, it's not about a new workout. There's always going to be another new workout. Who is this for? Don't think this workout program is for everyone because it's not. Just like Autumn's programs are not for everyone. Just like Joel's, just like Sean's, they're not. So stop trying to sell everyone everything. It's not going to work. Be honest. Who really is this for? So for someone like me, I explained it. It's a good change of pace. It's more of an endurance building, recovery, stabilizer, core centering, just positive, fun, uplifting workout. It's a good change of pace. That's really who it is for someone like me, where I train more like an athlete, obviously because I'm a fitness instructor as well. So, but who then else is this for? Think about that. Someone who, did I write it down? I did. Someone who's busy, someone who's a mom, but that's so vague. I'm a mom, right? An ex-dancer might like this program. Someone who used to go to a lot of bar classes, or someone just getting started, someone who's not really a dancer. That's what you want to think about. More questions like that. So please take a screenshot of this. What surprised you about the workout or trainer? What's different? What's different? Other than the actual workout, what other benefits can you share about being a part of this launch? I mean, realistically, think about it. You started to use Energize for the first time, or because for me, this is what I did, because I really wanted to have great results by being finally in a test program. I was like, I am really going to dial in my nutrition and I'm going to follow it. And I followed concepts from 2D mindset, as well as kind of the reset. I've done the reset a billion times, so I know it by the back of my mind. I don't even follow the meal plan. I just follow the concepts of it. And I did that for 3 weeks. So what are some of the benefits? Really, for me, it's fixing bad habits again that creep in. You know, those well, you're getting lazy. You're not making your balanced meals again. You're not eating enough vegetables again. You're not. So I kind of fix bad habits again, because that's just naturally what happens. All right. So these are some things I really want you to think about with her program and how we're going to be able to talk about it. And if you want to join me on September 30th, I would love it. I think it's at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the Beachbody Champions page. That's where I will be to do this training, where I'm going to be very succinct in telling you what to do. So I love seeing familiar faces. You guys are amazing. Thanks again, always, for being here and prioritizing your mindset with coaching and also with each other. We have to do it together. See you next time. Bye-bye.